He grasps at life, with fierce force he leaps. With strength he grasps and grabs little life, to plunder unripe things. Well, at least he wants to live, which is a good thing. Wanting to live is not just a feeling, it is a qualitative trading dynamic. In my inner mind I saw the lives of humans, some generic path, a yellow path through time, something like a river or filament, but it tapered off into an end. The two lines of the path came together and the path ended, and the owner of the path was the whole time seemingly unaware. This must be the path of Proverbs 14. There is a path before each person that seems right, but it ends in death. The key phrase must be, it seems right, and the key pathology must be that this rightness in our brain traps us. And here, in my impatience, I too want to grab unripe things in life. May God give me patience, perhaps my path would hold a little longer. I saw another thing in prayer in my inner mind. I was praying for something, I know not what, but was before the presence of God, and a bead-like object, something like a large marble, a large bead formed and dashed right in front of my chest, in the air right between me and God, and it was as if God looked at me with his eyes, as if to say, "See that?" I knew instantly what it was because I could see the makeup of the drifting bead. I had created it, me, in an instant. It was made up of my belief in my insecurities, my image of self, a sort of diminished self, withdrawn, guarded, afraid, timid. I also knew, in this moment, that this bead had a sort of equation, a locking device. It blocked the hand of God in some areas of my life. This bead had a say, and had somehow the right to say. Maybe that is why God keeps saying to us, we must believe in ourselves. It is not simply a confidence thing. This believing in self changes the stature of self, through whom God works and gives. On another topic altogether, the assumption must be correct that the gospel of salvation is different than the gospel of the kingdom, as I had elsewhere mentioned in more detail, in the context of this Bible verse. When the good news or message of the kingdom is preached to all the world, then the end will come. And as I have said, this kingdom here is not the dominion of God directly, even as the dominion is inside it. Rather, it is an unseen thing, it is an anomalous liminal state of being, it is a way of being. The code written for the normal carnal life, if you would, contains the code for decay in the falsehood that the scope of reality is only in the visible reality, the molecules and so on. Implicit in this is the key. It is faithlessness. Therefore the mysterious kingdom demands mysterious faith. But my real point here is that this kingdom, apparently preached to all the world before the end comes, is not preached at all by words, or letters, or by the street preacher at some street lamp at night. The good news of salvation must be preached with words, but the news of the kingdom must be lived, and this living is a dimensional testimony. It must simply be a testimony of itself. That is why this translation from the Bible is better, and this good news of the kingdom will be proclaimed throughout the world, as a testimony to all the nations, and then the end will come. And I think the end of the world, by the way, does not mean the end of the world, it means the end of a paradigm. Things will go on for a very long time.